Shalom Chavrim, I'm Stephen Ben-Nun. You're watching Israeli News Live. Israel's secret covenant. That's exactly what this particular news broadcast is entitled, because as we have been bringing the information to you, it is obvious that Jerusalem is being set up as an international city. As I mentioned, Brother Paul Begley actually had a guest on as well on his program that had noticed the same things that we had already reported on in Israel, that they are actually preparing new checkpoints, building new checkpoints throughout Israel. And of course, we had noticed them around Jerusalem, especially the checkpoint between Tel Aviv and Jerusalem, which would in effect mean that Israelis entering into Jerusalem will be required to go through a checkpoint. And of course, after the Vatican actually recognized the PA Authority as a quote-unquote Palestinian state, the rest of the world, 136 nations at the United Nations, has also stepped forward and said we too will recognize them as a state, putting more pressure on Israel. But the question really comes down, is Israel under pressure? Or has Israel already signed a covenant with the Vatican, already agreed to a two-state solution, and the people are just not aware of what's really going on? Now, we say this in light of several things. One, the construction for different border crossings throughout Israel has definitely been going on for some time. Another point of interest is, and that is that the Israeli government is allowing Palestinian police to operate inside of Israel in Judea and Samaria, as well as other Palestinian neighborhoods around Jerusalem. And then we also have the fact that when the Pope Francis announced that they are accepting formally and in writing a Palestinian state, the Israeli government said practically nothing, only that they were disappointed. Well, that seems kind of odd. Disappointed, that's the most they could say? Of course, the Prime Minister Netanyahu does come out and say that Jerusalem will never be divided. Well, of course not. It's only a play on words. Jerusalem will actually become an international city is what they'll do, while the Palestinians are getting a state and their borders are being broadened up into the Golan as well. In an article today on Israel National News, it stated here, Prime Minister Netanyahu freezes plans to ban Palestinians from riding buses with Israelis from Judea and Samaria. Now, this was something that was done a little while back because there was a lot of threat to the security of the Israelis. They were being harassed. They were having things stolen from them. Women were being sexually harassed. But the Prime Minister now is lifting this ban. Says Defense Minister Yolan brought the ban due to the, as we mentioned, due to the theft, the intimidation, as well as the sexual harassment. Security of Israel is now being threatened by the fact that they're lifting this ban. Now, why would the Prime Minister lift the ban? The reason he's lifting this ban is quite evident. As the two-state solution is going into place, they have to once again bring in the fact that the Palestinians have the authority over the Jewish people. Now, it didn't mean that they stopped bus systems for the Palestinians in these areas. They actually just did separate busing for the safety of the people. But Herzog actually made the rude statement. He said when this ban was first acknowledged by Defense Minister Yolan, he actually said it is a humiliation and a stain on the faces of the state and its citizens, speaking about the state of Israel. But you can't wonder, at what cost then do we have to worry about the stain on the state of Israel and its citizens? Is it at the cost of the stain of blood on the Jewish people, the price that they will have to pay? Because we already see that the so-called Palestinian people, they're willing to take cars and drive over and kill Israelis. They're willing to blow up buses. They're willing to do suicide bombers. They're willing to take and stab you, maim you, shoot you, and anything else on a regular basis in Israel and even in Jerusalem. So the thing is, the stain is on the fact that no one seems to care that the Palestinian people, the so-called Palestinian people, are actually a terrorist organization. I'm Stephen Ben-Nun. You're watching Israeli News Live. Shalom.